From some pretty funny behind-the-scenes content, to scaring her opponent silly. Here are some moments when Aryna Sabalenka annoyed her opponents for 10 minutes straight. Not a heavy downpour, just a light drizzle. Most players would power through, especially since the umpire hadn't called a stop the play. But Aryna, she flat refused to serve.
It takes approximately 12 minutes to get it done.
She was waiting for 5 minutes to start.
She paused mid-routine, shook her head, and said she wouldn't continue. Her opponent, Maria Kostyuk, was clearly frustrated.
She stopped by herself. Nobody stopped her.
Well, usually it is already coming down.
It was like 2 minutes.
The umpire told him to keep going, but Aryna stood her ground. Now, some fans saw it as her being cautious, others called it dramatic and unnecessary.
Wait, you told her first time she came to you, you told her that she has to keep going.
Yes.
And then she stopped again, by herself, again.
No, it was actually the rain coming down.
No.
Well, it quickly turned into a heated back and forth, with people debating whether or not she had crossed the line. Gotta say, she knows how to stir things up, and sometimes it doesn't even involve a racket.
The same way at the end of this rally. Take a look at where she directs her anger.
She returned after a few minutes looking refreshed, while her opponent had cooled down both literally and mentally.
Ты не готовишься.
Second set.
Играй до конца, воин.
You can see how disgruntled Sabalenka is.
Press.
Fans were super quick to chime in online, some saying it was a classic case of mind games, while others defended her for simply taking a moment to regroup.
Massive missed.
And once again, we hear from the white-hot.
After a hard-fought loss to Madison Keys at the Australian Open, she made headlines again, but not for her gameplay.
Oh, you see, guys? Come on in here, we can talk, chat. Okay. They were asking about like what we've been chatting after our hit. You want to see it?
No, it's you.
It's me?
A video started circulating online showing Aryna and her team laughing and taking cheerful photos with her runner-up trophy.
Isn't?
You gotta
Yeah?
lighten up a little bit. Like,
okay.
Put some power in it.
Yeah. Before, this guy was my favorite player, but not anymore, obviously.
But others were not so amused. A lot of fans felt like it came off as mocking or disrespectful, especially given how intense the match had been.
Sabalenka in the last few meetings.
Ты не готовишься.
Second set.
Играй до конца.
There was also this wild moment during one of her matches that had everybody, including the commentators, on edge.
30-0.
So she was deep in a rally, moving hard across the court, and then boop! She lost her footing and nearly flung her racket across the court. During a high-stakes match at the 2025 Porsche Tennis Grand Prix, rain started to fall lightly. Now, she insisted the roof be closed, even though her opponent was clearly ready to keep playing. Some fans understood her concern for safety, while others saw it as a mood breaker and a possible tactic to throw her opponent off rhythm.
It's way too many.
Now, if you've ever watched her play, you've probably noticed that she reacts to everything. A missed shot, you'll see the eye roll. Oh, but a bad call.
One of the things I think is going to be... There's plenty of screaming during the rally. It's not coming from the fans.
That's almost as though she's...
Who is that?
Some fans find it exciting. It makes her matches feel raw and unpredictable.
For Sabalenka.
I think that's rather ironic.
Please.
Yeah, oh dear.
Former players and commentators have debated whether her outbursts crossed the line or if it's just her being real in the heat of the moment.
It just as a courtesy for the players, please.
I think the umpire needs to just stay out of it. Stay out of it right now.
Yeah, the less said the better.
To a lot of people, Aryna's passion is what makes her stand out on tour. But not everybody appreciates how loudly she wears her heart on her sleeve. Yeah, do we really need to talk about that runner-up trophy again and how some fans just
4 games to go.
Yep, some thought it was sweet, proof that she was trying to stay positive and brush off the disappointment.
It is to be the biggest win.
But that video's important because it sparked a larger debate. Should athletes act a certain way after losing? Does being upbeat mean you don't care enough, or is it just a healthy way of handling the pressure of the loss?
The Belarusian, who was aiming for a historic 3rd consecutive title in Melbourne, was knocked out by Madison Keys, who claimed her first Grand Slam at the age of 29. Following her loss, Sabalenka showed visible frustration.
She also doesn't follow the traditional code of tennis behavior. She's not afraid to stop a match mid-serve, show frustration openly, or make timing decisions to feel off to her opponent.
However, it was her actions behind the scenes that sparked controversy. A video circulating on social media appeared to show Sabalenka and 2 members of her coaching staff seemingly mocking the situation by pretending to urinate on her runner-up trophy.
These aren't really necessarily rule violations, but they do clash with the unwritten etiquette that's been part of tennis forever. For some people, it's refreshing. She's breaking the mold and keeping the sport real.
With many calling it disgusting and disrespectful. One user on X, formerly Twitter, @Humbert1909, expressed, "Okay, that's way too much."
For other people, though, it kind of feels like she's crossing the lines that should be respected. Her unpredictability means you never quite know what to expect, which keeps fans talking, but can be super frustrating for those on the other side of the net. So, what are your thoughts on her behavior? Make sure you let us know in the comments section down below.